Well, hello. It is the 27th of February, and I know that because this is Independence Day for the Dominican Republic. It's their independence when they got independence from Haiti. So it's an important day, it's a holiday day, but I'm working, as you can see. So we're on this land today, and this land today is about 1.297 million square meters of land. It's got 550 square meters, oh, it's not square meters, linear meters of beachfront, which we're going to see secondly, but this is just to show you what the majority of this land looks like. And this land runs all the way to the main road, which serves in between Samana and Las Terrenas and beyond. So access is brilliant, the land is good, it's costed to sell, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. So let's just have a look at some of this land. Well, you can see with all this land, it's absolutely a profusion of coconut plantation, and that's what it was built for. These are all palms here, and we're just going to keep walking, and it's vast, and you can hear the sea. Well, you probably can't hear the sea, but I can hear the sea. And this is typical of this land here. It's crisscrossed with these trails and tracks, and it just goes for blinking ever, this land. So we're going to have a little stroll. There's not sort of like much of a variety of what you're going to be able to see. This land is ideal and perfect for, well, it's already got the plans and permissions for a golf course, for hotels, for apartments, for luxury villas, and it's already got those permits in place. So this is an incredible development that we're looking at selling to these people, and we've got several interested parties at the moment who are very interested in buying this, and they're all doing their due diligence and looking at the information we've sent them. So as you see, the land is opening up a bit now. These have got some more taller palm trees, and if I continue on this trail and keep going right, then we eventually end up on the sea. But we're going to go to the sea in the car. You can see all the coconut palms there, and it's vast, and of course the sea is in that direction. I can hear it, and if we kept on walking we'd go to see it, but I think you've probably already seen enough of all these palms and coconuts and all this sort of stuff. But this is indicative of all of the land here. So, you know, for the golf courses and stuff, there's a lot of trees to clear, but the land is good. It has got water. It's got a river that runs through it, which is ideal water source, and there's also other water. So for a golf course you can make all sorts of water features, lagoons, have wildlife in them, you know, turtles and the fish, etc, and wildfowl. You can put some crocodiles in if you want, but I don't think people will be too impressed because we don't have crocodiles in this area. There are crocodiles in the country though, so but that's near the Haitian border, and there's a lake there with some saltwater crocodiles. It's a big saltwater lake. Okay, so I think you've seen enough of this, so we're now going to go and find the beach. Okay, so we've just gone through the plantation land. He showed me a shortcut, the guy there, which was good, and this is the road which at the moment the general public use to get onto the beach, but it's not a public road. This is runs basically through the land, so this access is the access which is used, but this is not public right away. So this is all on the land, so don't be concerned about the public having access via this route, because they won't, because it runs all the way through the land. They've got access to another route, which is what it is. So now you can see the land is less of the little palms, and it's a whole mix of different vegetations. You've got to be a bit careful on this track because it's not designed for big trucks, but we've been down here lots of times before, so we know it quite well, and it's a bit bumpy, so we'll keep videoing a little bit because it's extensive, the land is, you know, it's you know, from the end to the thing, you know, you're looking at sort of like 3 odd kilometers, and then the beachfront, I say, is 550 linear meters. And we've got to watch this big hole here, and we're almost at the beach anyway, so well, let's not. And you can see we're almost going to arrive at the beach, and Oh God, that's a bumpy one. And I haven't put my seatbelt on either, that's why all the beeping you can hear. So my apologies for that, because I don't want to do a beepy video for you. So let's just turn it off and then we'll get to the beach. Okay, so we're on the beach here. Let's say there's 550 linear meters. And in the distance we can see the beach of Playa Moron and the development of Cap El Limon, which is multi-million-dollar properties there. Very nice. They have a restaurant there as well, which is okay. And there's the island of El Limon sitting there, looking good. So we're just going to show you approximately where the land starts, and it's, as you can see, it's all this land inland as well. And that there is, when it rains a lot, this is a stream that comes into the sea, but of course it's needs a bit of rain to get that thing going. And then the land is approximately, I'll just say, there's no marker, they haven't, well, the marker's long gone, but it's approximately here, roughly about here. Okay, so as you can see, and you know, this is like virgin beach, it's never been cleaned, it's never been titivated or anything. And as you can see, they do quad tours here, which of course once the new owner's got the land, and that stops. The current owner doesn't mind, he's never fenced it. So we're just going to do a little bit of a walk, and way in the distance, because it's like over half a kilometre, so way in the distance you can see that there's a wall, and that's the boundary wall which runs way inland. So the beach, you've got a fantastic piece of beach. Okay, we've got all this sargasso seaweed that is a curse at the moment, not only here, Mexico, everywhere it seems to be a bit of a problem. So we're going to keep walking up the beach. In fact, I'm going to drive up the beach so you don't get bored of this video. Some guys having a nice time here, and we're going to go up and see. But in the distance you can see a building, and before that building you can see a wall, and where that wall is that's the boundary. So as you can see, at the moment we've probably done, for where we were, about a quarter of the beach in its length. And as you can see, the sand here is amazing. It goes in and in and in, so you can have a massive beach area. Okay, so we're going to get back to the truck. Well, hello. We're now at the other end of the beach, and as you can see, there's a wall here, which is the boundary wall. We've got quite a few horses today on the beach, which is quite nice. So this is the boundary here, where the wall is, and we've got the beach all here. We've got a little herd of horses, and this land to the left is also all been sold. It's been sold, so we can see we're coming down here now, and you can almost visualize your half a kilometre of beachfront. The sea's rough today. The sea's rough all over the island. I've just drove in from Las Terrenas, and the sea's all rough there as well. So other days you'll find it's nice and calm, but we've got a bit of a wind, and I've done some drone videos, and the wind basically got hold of my drone, and I had a struggle to get the thing back to me, but it got back to me in the end. So as you can see, this is a wonderful piece of land, and it goes back that way all the way to the road, and that's about it's got to be at least 2.5 kilometers. So we're going to drive back along. You can see the sand here goes on and goes in for a considerable amount of time, so you know, you clear all this. There's no restrictions about clearing all the palms here. You can clear all these off. You're not going to make it barren. Of course you want to keep some palms because it's attractive, but I hope you've had a good glimpse of this piece of land here now, and we're going to go back.